You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. And this came up. Of course, a lot of people watched Tom Brady throw. Well, I say a lot of people, judging by the ratings, maybe a lot of people didn't. But it did get a hell of a lot of views and clips online. Tom Brady throwing the ball around in flag football. You knew at some point there was just no way around it. Tom Brady was going to get the itch to come back and play in the National Football League. And I got to tell you, if this is accurate, the NFL has dropped the ball here on a gargantuan level, a huge level. So let's look at this, because Tom Brady has asked the National Football League about whether or not he can come back and play. And they told him no, or that they didn't like the idea very much, which shocks me, to be honest. I thought the owners and Roger Goodell were, well, I guess I gave them too much credit, that they would be smarter than this. Tom Brady says he explored the possibility of coming out of retirement and returning to the NFL, adding that the league, quote, did not like the idea very much. Now, look, are there reasons for that? Yeah, this is ESPN, by the way. Brady, who last played in 2022, is currently a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, emphasized in a recent interview with CNBC that he is, quote, happily retired. Okay. But the 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterback also acknowledged he asked the league about its rules pertaining to active players holding ownership stakes. Wow. Quote, I have actually inquired, and they don't like the idea very much. Honestly, that's not a no. That's not a hard no. Brady told CNBC, which published the interview excerpt on Thursday, quote, so I'm going to leave it at that. We've explored a lot of different things, and I'm very happily retired. Let me just say that, too. Brady, who turns 49 in August, would need to divest his ownership stake in the Raiders if he were to continue a comeback as an NFL player according to league rules. A league spokesperson told CNBC there would also be, quote, salary cap issues if an active player owned a stake in a team. A comeback by Brady would not be without precedent in the NFL. Okay, so here we go. I mean, Phillip Rivers, 44 years old, temporarily came out of retirement to start 3 games at quarterback for the Colts after not playing for over 4 years. Brady purchased a 5% share of the Raiders in 2024 alongside Knighthead Capital Management co-founder Tom Wagner and Raiders Hall of Famer Richard Seymour, who only owns a 0.5%. The former Patriots quarterback told CNBC that he has a, quote, strategic advisory role. Quote, I'm minority owner, so when you're that, there's really no job description. I don't really have a daily role, which is wild because we've heard, frankly, different things from like Mark Davis about how significant Tom Brady's role is supposed to be here. And of course, last week he just made these comments at the flag football game. I love being out here playing in the flag game. I love not getting hit. I've really got a lot of really fun things I'm involved with. It's never going to get old throwing passes to incredible athletes on the football field, but if anything, that game reconfirmed to me that I'm happy in my retirement. Unless you're not. So Adam Schefter posted that, and it got a lot of response, right? Quote, we're tired of you dominating, Tom. I got to tell you, the NFL looks terrible in this. I mean, seriously. Wow. Absolutely classic Tom Brady, but the NFL dropping the we don't like the idea very much is just admitting a 48-year-old GOAT would still cook the entire league and send every young quarterback straight to therapy. Yeah, right here, DraftKings. Oh, shit. Here we go again. God, that was a good game. Man, that was one of the best games ever. God, that's crazy. The NFL told Tom Brady, no, let that sink in. The greatest to ever do it got rejected by the league he built. Whoa! That's crazy. Tom Brady at 48 still had the NFL scared enough to shut down his comeback. He could still cook half these starters with one good month of prep. Especially after watching Phillip Rivers, no doubt about it. Because I guarantee you, and you could tell it during flag football, Tom Brady's got a better arm. Always did have a better arm than Phillip Rivers. Definitely got a better arm now than Phillip Rivers. There's no doubt about that. Honestly. Now, here's the thing. And there's a lot of people talking about this. It's crazy. Yeah, the FUR is what the NFL answered back. I mean, seriously. What is the NFL thinking here? Now, look, what they should tell him is, yeah, you can come back and play. It's obviously got to be for the Raiders. Now, I know you may be thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, they're drafting Fernando Mendoza. Yeah, they are. But they're also talking about signing a Kirk Cousins. All right. And why are they wanting to do that? Because Tom Brady has been vocal about the fact they don't want Fernando to start. He's always said his philosophy is for a young quarterback just drafted to sit down and take it all in and learn behind a veteran and all of that. Who's better to learn behind, Tom Brady? And if you're a Raiders fan, who you want to watch, Kirk Cousins or Tom Brady play? I just want to know. And for the NFL not to understand the business value are you afraid that this is going to be the biggest story in sports the whole year? Because it would be. And it wouldn't be close. I mean, the moment the news hit, bam, Tom Brady's coming back to the National Football League. It would be the biggest story of the year until he takes a snap in preseason. And then that's the next biggest story. And then the next biggest story is him taking the first snap in the first game of the year. And then you think the attention was big around Phillip Rivers because everybody was tuning in to see Phillip Rivers play. Everybody, regardless of what team you were a fan of. I mean, he came back. I got Sunday tickets so I could put him up on the secondary TV and watch him play. Just Phillip Rivers. I'm not a Colts fan. What do you think that'd be like around Tom Brady? For the NFL owners, Roger Goodell, and the league to not see the mega value there of the attention that this would bring to the league, when frankly, the league needs some good attention. I mean, Super Bowl numbers down. Halftime numbers in the U.S. down. And I'm talking about the U.S. when I talk about that. That's all I care about. I don't care about their plight and their goals overseas. I don't live overseas. So, there's that. And again, Fox Sports is certainly going to step out of the way, elevate Greg Olsen back up to Brady's role while Brady's gone. Now, what do you do about the salary cap? I don't know. Yet the league would have to charge the Raiders a certain amount for the salary cap for a contract. I don't know how that would work, considering Brady is an owner. That would be the ownership monetary salary cap situation is the biggest question mark in all of this. Him just coming back and playing when he can play for the team that he is part of ownership, and the fact that he's coming back and playing as an owner also adds a super thick layer of drama on top of all of it. And I don't know about you guys, but Don't you want to find out if Brady can go out there and throw 30 touchdowns at 48? Going to be 49 by the time the league starts? I mean, that shit would be hilarious. Not only that, but the Raiders mess around, win 10, 11 games out there. I mean, and again, no better guy for Fernando to learn from. In the quarterback room, week in, week out. Now, can he come back and play for a different team? No, he can't come back and play. I mean, he's not going to come back and play for the Niners. I can understand them saying no to that. But God dog, if you're an NFL owner, what are you thinking? Let the dude back in the league. Jesus. Guys, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Go get this cap out of the merch store. It's on sale. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.